Alright, chapter 20 talks about the ocean's basins. Throughout much of recorded history, people regarded the ocean as a place of mystery and danger. They thought that fantastic monsters preyed on sailors and that the sea dropped off into the unknown. Exploration of the oceans has replaced these fears with scientific curiosity and understanding. The oceans, which cover nearly 70% of the Earth's surface, are no longer unfamiliar territory. Alright, let's move on to section 20.1, which talks about the water planet. Nearly 3/4 of the Earth's surface lies submerged beneath a body of salt water called the global ocean. No other known planet has a similar covering of liquid water. Earth alone can be called the water planet. The global ocean contains more than 97% of all the water on the Earth. Although the ocean is the most prominent feature of the Earth's surface, it constitutes only a small part of the Earth's total mass and volume. The mass of the ocean is only about 1 of 4,000 of the mass of the Earth as a whole. The volume of the solid Earth is about 800 times greater than the volume of water in the global ocean. Divisions of the global ocean. The global ocean is divided into 3 major oceans: the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. The waters of the polar regions are sometimes called oceans as well. However, Antarctic waters are really the southern parts of all the 3 major oceans. Due to its small size, the Arctic Ocean is really a sea of the Atlantic Ocean. The term sea is applied to smaller areas of the ocean that are partially surrounded by land, such as the Mediterranean, Caribbean, and Coral Seas. The division of the global ocean into specific oceans and seas is useful because each of these parts has specific characteristics. For example, in the Arctic Ocean, the water near the surface is less salty than water in the other oceans. The Pacific Ocean is the largest feature on the Earth's surface. It contains more than 1/2 of the ocean water on Earth. With an average depth of 3.9 kilometers, the Pacific is also the deepest ocean. The Sea of Japan and the Bering, Coral, and South China Seas are part of the Pacific Ocean. The next largest in size is the Atlantic Ocean. The Mediterranean, Caribbean, and Baltic Seas, as well as the Gulf of Mexico, which is actually the picture in the background, is the Gulf of Mexico, are considered parts of the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean has an average depth of 3.6 kilometers. The Indian Ocean is the 3rd largest ocean and has an average depth of 3.8 kilometers. The Arabian and Red Seas are part of the Indian Ocean. Explorations of the ocean. Oceanography is the study of the physical characteristics, chemical composition, and life forms of the ocean. Although various ancient civilizations studied the ocean, modern oceanography didn't get its start until the 1850s. An American naval officer, Matthew F. Maury, used records from Navy ships to learn about ocean currents, winds, depths, and weather conditions. He then published these observations as one of the first textbooks about the oceans. From 1872 to 1876, the oceans of the British Navy ship HMS Challenger laid the foundation for the modern science of oceanography. A team of scientists aboard the Challenger crossed the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans, measuring water temperatures at great depths, and collecting samples of ocean water, sediments, and thousands of forms of marine life never before seen. Today, many ships are equipped to perform oceanographic research. For example, the research ship Joy's Resolution, the world's largest and most sophisticated scientific drilling ship, can drill as deep as 6.4 kilometers into the ocean floor. The samples drilled by Joy's Resolution provide scientists with valuable data about plate tectonics and the ocean floor. The ocean floor is made up of continental crust and oceanic crust that lie beneath the ocean waters. Underwater research vessels, called submersibles, also enable oceanographers to study the ocean depths. Some submersibles are piloted by people. The more advanced submersibles, however, are actually submarine robots similar to the Jason Jr. shown in Figure 20-2. They can perform tasks ranging from photographing the ocean depths to collecting mineral samples from the ocean floor. Several types of submersibles have been used for underwater research and exploration. One early type of submersible is the bathysphere, a spherical diving vessel that was first used for deep ocean exploration. The bathysphere was carried to an area of the ocean, then slowly lowered into the depths on steel cables. The bathysphere, which carried scientists, remained connected to the research ship for communications and life support. Therefore, its movement and the tasks it could perform while underwater were limited. Another type of submersible, called a bathyscaphe, is a self-propelled, free-moving submarine equipped for deep ocean research. One well-known bathyscaphe is the Alvin, a craft that holds one pilot and two scientists. The Alvin, shown in Figure 20-3, has made more than 2,000 dives and has helped scientists make exciting discoveries about the deep ocean. During one of the Alvin's dives, startled oceanographers found communities of unusual marine life living in the depths and temperatures where it was thought that almost no life could exist. Giant clams, blind white crabs, and giant tube worms were just three of the strange life forms discovered. They were found near the hydrothermal, or hot water vents, along the mid-ocean ridges. These animals had adapted to life in a hostile environment. Robot submersibles are also making important discoveries about the ocean. These robot craft enable oceanographers to study the ocean at great depths and for long periods of time. Oceanographer Robert Ballard used Argo, a seeing eye robot vessel, to locate the remains of the luxury liner Titanic, which sank in the deep ocean water off of the coast of Newfoundland after striking an iceberg during its maiden voyage in 1912. The Jason Jr., a highly maneuverable robot submersible equipped with underwater cameras, toured the inside of the sunken ship and returned pictures of barnacle-encrusted crystal chandeliers and delicate porcelain cups, with the Titanic crest still visible. Today, robot submersibles tour the interior of undersea volcanoes and explore the depths of submarine canyons. Why are robot craft more practical for deep ocean research than our craft designed to carry people? Well, for one, I'd probably say because robots don't need to breathe. Sonar! Oceanographic research ships and submersibles are equipped with sonar to aid in the mapping of the ocean floor, as shown in Figure 20-4, which is to your right. Sonar is an acronym for Sound, Navigation, and Ranging. A sonar system consists of a transmitter and a receiver. The transmitter sends out a continuous series of sound waves from a ship to the ocean floor. The sound waves, traveling at the speed of about 1,500 meters per second through the seawater, bounce off the solid ocean floor and are reflected back up to the receiver. Scientists measure the amount of time it takes for the sound waves to complete this round trip. This way, they can determine the depth of the ocean floor. With this information, scientists can make up maps and profiles of the ocean floor. One type of sonar can penetrate even the sediment layers and rock structures of the ocean floor. Its returning signal indicates the thickness of the sediments and the structure of the underlying rocks. Pretty neat. And that concludes 20.1.